Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Blue Hens will put total leather to crank us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll try the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Watch out, Cole. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Might be changing the route. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll just down it right there. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll get rid of it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing three allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the toss. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Grab near the sticks. It's Amaro. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Finds his big tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Blue Hens started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Quickly complete. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Barges ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone. and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Dances away to buy time. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. Still running at the 40. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Georgia State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Blue Hens looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
The offense changing the play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Made a defender miss. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Turns it loose deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Throws it back. Here's the pressure. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Isaac.
No gain on the play. It's third down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself. But give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. And they're able to give up no gain.
The sure hands, it's Bettis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Red pass hits complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
You've got to do a better job with your decision-making at quarterback. I love the individual effort, escaping when things break down. Now you're trying to find someone open downfield on the scramble drill, but no one's there. Just throw it away. Take the incompletion, live to play another day. But now, because you ran out of bounds, you've lost 3 yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Blue Hens are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Delaware.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Making side adjustments here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Shadow. Okay, ready? Ready, go.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Oh, they're after him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panther! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the first down. I got to try to stay focused. Man, I got to get this ball back to my offense.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He will not get to the first down marker, and now that leaves him with 4th down and a big decision.
How about this defense? They needed to come up with a big stop, and they did. Great job trailing late in this football game, probably forcing the punt here, and a chance to set up your offense with great field position, and they need a score.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field, because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Working that left side now. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Using his feet. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Panthers want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Quarterback may change this route. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Safe completion on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 15-yard line. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Toss to the outside. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference, but